guys, welcome to today's video, and this one is inspired by 8th of March. On this day in Bulgaria we celebrate the women, or as we call it, Women's Day. That's just the makeup look which I like for myself the most. I hope you enjoy watching me doing it. But hey, if we don't know each other, my name is Val, and here in our channel we give you simple tips and tricks on how you can look and feel better. All the products you see in the video I bought myself. I'm not being sponsored or affiliated with any of these companies, so just to let you know, I'm sure you own at least one red lipstick and any liner, so just go for it. I'll do a voiceover when I do my makeup, otherwise I get really distracted trying to explain things and I don't want you to be bored and waste your time. So let's rewind and see how I did this makeup look. And before I forget, please press the subscribe button so you can stay updated with all our new videos coming up for you soon. There we go. I'm taking the Catrice primer 10-in-1 on the outside perimeter of my face and the pore refining primer from Catrice again on my T-zone. I just primed my lips with EOS lip balm. It's the minty one. Then with the Real Techniques blending miracle sponge, I'm blending my foundation. This is L'Oreal Infallible, as I showed you on the picture, and I'm using this one so often. It's really one of my favorites so far. I will do 2 layers. I will first apply one and then I will wait for it to dry and I will apply a second one. I just want a little bit more coverage today. So that's me blending, and I'm sure you're gonna get fed up from this, but blending is a key. I so often see girls which don't blend their foundation enough, or they blend it and they leave some patches. I then take the soft ochre MAC paint pot, which I use as a primer for my eyelids. As I've told you before, if you have oily eyelids, primer is a must. If you miss the primer, chances are your eyeshadows or your eye makeup will melt in just an hour or so. Okay, here, yep, that's me with a mirror, too low. I'm trying to adjust it. So next thing is the concealer. This one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. That's me blending my foundation again. That's the second layer which I told you about. Most of the days I do light coverage, light to medium coverage, but sometimes I like full coverage. Next thing, I'm taking this MAC highlighter. That's a creamy base. I will list the name as well. And it's really lightweight, it's not getting oily, it's just giving you that lovely sheen on the skin which I'm looking for. And this is the Rimmel contour stick, which I'm loving so far. It's a bit warm for contouring shade, but it works fine on my skin tone. As you see, I'm just sculpting out my cheeks just a bit, and then under my lower lip. This gives you just a bit more full lower lip. I'm blending that lightly with the Real Techniques brush. And then the cheeks. Of course, I will fast forward this and I will cut most of it so you don't get fed up from me blending foundation and contour. As you can see, I'm blending upwards because this shade is a bit like a bronzer, as I told you before, so it's more versatile. You can blend it a little bit more higher on the cheeks to act as your bronzing base. I'm taking the NYX powder and the brush, which so far I'm loving. That's from Wet n Wild, and I just bought it recently. That's the second or third time I'm using it. And then I'm setting my soft ochre with just a bit of the same powder
with the beauty blender. It's still just a bit damp. Not the beauty blender, I don't know why I call it beauty blender all of the time. It's the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. Then I'm taking the eyeshadows from Bourjois and I'm grabbing the middle shade. That's more like a glitter shade, like a pressed glitter, and I was trying to put it just on the center of my lid. As you see, nothing too complicated, just on the lid. I will fast forward again for you. That's me grabbing the other shade, which is kind of pearly white shade with a bit of pinkish undertone. I'm blending this on top of the glitter just to set it in place, and then I'm grabbing a little bit more glitter. I'm more or less trying to mix them together so it's not too glittery and not too pearly. Next I'm taking the Estee Lauder bronzer and I'm using it just on the crease for some definition, and I use it instead of eyeshadow. I'm blending the same bronzer all over my face, on the cheeks, on the forehead, just a bit on the nose. I just like bronzy look. What I'm taking next is the darker shade in the small palette of Bourjois, and I use it to line my lower lash line. As you see, I'm dragging the shade upwards as if it's gonna be my liner, and the purpose of this is just to smoke out the liner which I will apply later on. As you see, I use cotton buds, which are a little bit more sharp to clean any mess which I do. I'm doing a mess with my mascara usually, my liner. As I try to be more careful, the mess is there for sure. Next I'm taking my highlighter from the balm and I apply it in the inner corner of my eyes. I need to apply a little bit more bronzer there because I've applied too much highlighter, so I need to blend that out. I'm taking the liner, yeah, there we go, that's the difficult part here. I'll try to be careful. I'm trying to be a little bit more precise. I'm applying the eyeliner just a tad bit lower than the eyeshadow, so you can get that tiny smoky effect. And then it's time for some brows. That's the NYX pencil. That's the only one so far which I found to be my exact shade. It's in charcoal. And I'm waiting for NYX to come up with a micro brow pencil in charcoal as well. Eyebrow gel from NYX again. And next thing, I'm applying some highlighter again, just under the arch of the brow. I'm grabbing the same highlighter and I'm applying quite a lot really on my cheeks. I'm loving that red lip with loads of highlighter. I know it might be a little bit too much, but that's what I like. So just because this highlighter is a bit more light for my skin tone, I'm mixing it with the one from Maybelline. The other one is a bit more goldish, but to be honest with you, it's not my favorite. It's a bit more powdery for me and I can see glitter in it, which I don't really like. That's mascara, that's the boring part. That's why I've shortened the clip so much. And then that's the lip liner. I'm trying to use lip liner when I use red lipstick, because otherwise I will do a huge mess. That's an amazing lipstick from Christian Dior. I'm loving how light it is. It's matte. It's not so long wearing, but it's so lightweight that I just can't get enough of it. And that's it. That's the makeup look which I came up with. I'm really loving that highlighted look with red lip. Just an eyeliner, simple on the eyes, and just a bit more color on the lips.
So that's what I came up with, and if you enjoyed watching the video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for our channel so you don't miss anything coming up. So I'll see you in my next video. Have a nice day and I'll see you soon.